Hello. It is currently 25th of April 2026 and I'm now 23 years old. So nearly a year since the last video. I've just rewatched it before making this. I haven't watched it since making it the first time, and it was literally the first I've watched like 5 minutes ago, right? So everything's it's pretty fresh in my memory right now. It was interesting watching it back, seeing in my face and recognizing how I felt at that time as well. I could clearly see that. Anyway, life update. Last thing, if you've been on this YouTube, is I turned down the high-paying job. Well, for my age anyway, high-paying job. Went to work for the gardening business and the property business, and went all in and became, self-employed, unemployed, whatever you want to call it, right? It's pretty much just a not generic route. I also said I didn't know where I was going to be with fitness, my life, people around me, and it's all changed pretty significantly. So, update is I currently work for Nationwide, so that's a new one. I work in mortgages, and I work from home. So everything's changed. So I went from working in gardens 24/7 to working from home. But it has not been an easy journey at all. I took that leap of faith that I took. And you can even see, if you go back and see that video, you can see how driven I was and how obsessed I was with it. Obsessed with business, obsessed with making money, obsessed with not taking the typical route to make money, and I thought that was it, and I was like, I've been told so much and I've learned so much, and I've watched so many things around me that I know I can do it and I know I can go into it. It didn't go as straightforward as what I expected. I'm not saying there was a single failure, there wasn't one. Things change, people change, and you just constantly learn. I'm in a very developmental time in my life and I'm aware of that. And I know I have no responsibilities. That's why I took that risk in the first place. So for me to now be working at a full-time job, I know it kind of takes away from the last video maybe, but the amount that I've learned has been unbelievable. It's been a struggle though. I won't say it's been easy, because there has been brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, being broke, not being broke, earning money, having a job, not having a job. It has not been linear whatsoever. One of the main things I did learn was obsession will kill you. No matter if you think that there is no other way, and it doesn't matter what people are telling you, if you are truly, truly obsessed with something, which was me with business, with not necessarily my career, I'd say the business and being self-employed, making my own money, not working for someone. I was so obsessed with that idea that other things in my life, other parts of my life, other people, it started crumbling around me to a point where I thought that I was the one on the right path and other people weren't, which was obviously not at all the case, which I've now come to learn. It's been a year of learning. I went ahead with the gardening business and the property business. The property business slowly started, they're not collapsing. It's still there, it's still going, and the opportunity is still there. I can pick it up at any time, but I've kind of put it to the side because I was trying to do this, and this, and it was just doing nothing but stressing me the fuck out. So, it didn't matter how good I was at doing this property business, or how good I was at doing the marketing for this gardening company, or the actual gardening itself. It didn't matter, because I did not care about what was going on myself. I didn't care about my health, my mental, I'm not going to say mental health, I'm going to say just where my mental state was at. My finances, everything just crumbled, because you become so obsessed with this one thing that everything just falls around you, because these aren't a priority in your life anymore. I had a relationship that I was trying to balance as well at the same time, and my balance was all off. I just couldn't keep adding anything to my life, and I was just taking things out, and myself was the last priority. I was just doing things because I know that if I continue to just do good things and I know put 100% of my effort into it, it's going to come back. You know, good karma, bad karma. I'm not religious in any way, but you know, I was really headstrong on there's karma. What you do good will come back to you. That's not how the world works. As I've learned to find out, I'm in a very fortunate position at the moment. That I had a friend who also works nationwide. They could refer me, but it was the gardening company which didn't work out. Not that the business isn't doing well, just sort of some personal reasons, and again, you know, putting myself as the last of my priorities, it's never going to work. So kind of needed a bit of a restart on that one. So I was looking for a new career. I got into a sales role. I ended up kind of being sold the dream, but because I was so obsessed with thinking that if I put everything into this one thing, it's always going to come back to me, I then put my entire life into this job for a month. And I think I ended up making, in the entire month, I'll be transparent, I think I ended up making maybe 1.2 in the whole month. And that's 7 a.m., 7 p.m, knocking on doors, getting told to fuck off, which was fine. But then when you're getting told to fuck off and your admin team that you're working with isn't like corresponding well to the actual people that are out in the field, everything just gets lost. So all the time and effort and energy just goes into nothing, which completely contradicts the point of me putting so much effort in, because it will always come back, no matter whether that's now or later or whatever. That's not the way things. That's not the way things are. So I took another sales role as well after that, and this is over the past year. Got into it, but again, it was the uncertainty of the finances and the money coming in. And I know I could work really hard on something, but how much is it actually going to benefit me now if I keep jumping between different things and I'm learning all these skills and I'm not actually applying them, because they're so ultra specific to that one thing. I learned that the hard way. I wasn't in a great spot. I ended up being unbelievably broke at one point, not having any money, just started to like mound up like the odd debt here and there, nothing crazy, like nothing like crippling, but owing people money that I didn't want to owe, putting burdens on people I didn't want to put the burdens on. So I realised that I had to just pull away from that life for a little bit, which is what led me to here. Property business, as that kind of got pushed to the side, I know that's where my future is going to be. I know me buying houses, doing them up, flipping, buy to let, rent to rent, choose one, any of them. I know that's going to be the route that I take to reach financial freedom. So why not align my career with my goals? And that's why I do what I do. Fitness has become a huge, massive part of my life. I watched back to the video and it said, I don't know where I'm going to be in regards to fitness. Gym is like a staple of my life now. I still only go for half an hour a day, but it just keeps me focused and keeps me in check, and it keeps me accountable. If you have a shit day and you go to the gym, at least you made some progress. It's about like being better. I'm not going to do the 1% better every day thing. Everyone's heard that, but the least you can do is put in some physical effort. No free dopamine, all of that stuff. Yeah, I'm actually in a really good spot, and it's took a very long time to get here. I've documented quite a little bit of it, but it's been like a full circle moment was today. I don't know why I decided to make this YouTube video today. I just went with it. It just felt right. All my mates are currently out. They went to the park, and I decided to stay at home because I wanted to do this, and I've got a couple of other things I want to do. I've started posting on socials, not necessarily trying to be an influencer of any sense. It was just like so I can document it myself and like keep myself accountable. I made 2 videos. They both went on Instagram. They both performed pretty okay, but it was kind of the main point of me making those videos was for me to just throw something out there that's less shielded, like YouTube, so that someone could actually see about me. Because once everything's out there, what can you do? There's nothing really to hide. So that's the main point of me doing those 2. I did a day 1, a day 2, and then I was going to do a day 3. I got it all completed, and then I also filmed 2 more videos. Decided not to post them. I want to make more of a plan, and it's time for me to slow down a little bit. I've got a couple of Instagram accounts, a couple of things I want to do when it comes to socials, and I think that is going to be my business. So I work from home, and when my shift finishes, I've got a lot of time in my day, and I know I can fill that up with a lot of things, and not too much because I know what it can get like. I've burnt out. I've been to A&E from burnout, so I know what to not do now. No, every L is a lesson, and that is one of the truth is like one of the biggest truths I've heard, especially of recent. The past year has been awful. There's been parts of it that have been terrible, but every single bad thing that's happened, I've pulled away something good from it. And if you don't pull away something good from it, that's because you're not trying to. And I feel quite strongly about that. There's a few things I feel quite strongly about, and that leads me to my point of this YouTube. I'm gonna start just chucking videos out now. I've got lists and lists and lists of video titles that I want to make. I don't script my videos. I just turn the camera on and I sit down and I start talking, which you can probably tell. But I'm gonna have a focus on these socials. I'm gonna keep making these YouTube videos. I'm gonna keep pushing my Instagrams. I've got like a mixed martial arts thing that I want to try and do. I've got like a photo dump kind of like photography kind of page that I'm working on at the moment as well, which is getting a pretty good reception as well. And my focus is just going to be editing. I think I made that decision today. Editing is one of those low cost, high value things that I think I can definitely do. I think I have the creative output of doing it. I've got a good enough music taste to kind of combine the two. Eventually leading to some sort of movie making or something, but that's not, I can't even think about that yet. That's down the line, that's much further down the line. But right now, there's no sort of relationships that are holding me back. There's no friendships that are holding me back. I'm finally starting to build up my finances quite significantly through this job. I'm in the best shape that I've been in my life, and it feels like it's. I needed to do what I did before to get here. I'm so content and like happy within myself every single day because I wasn't for such a long time. And like there's no you wouldn't. The sun's out today. It's the first time it's been out in ages. It's one of the highest days of the year so far. Everyone's out. It's a really nice environment, but we would not enjoy this if we didn't live in the UK and have the terrible weather that we do the whole time. Do you know what I mean? It's all that bad stuff that makes the good stuff so great, and that's why I'm literally on top of the world. There isn't anything about my life that I want to change right now. There's nothing that I feel like is holding me back. Maybe a couple of vices here and there, but nothing significant. And now it's the time to just start my editing journey, start the posting journey, keep up the fitness content, and yeah, I'm in a good spot. I feel comfortable, and I've got my career path. I know what it's going to be. I know how I want to invest. I know the money I want to save. You know, a lot of people will make videos and want to be something. They'll make videos, or they'll say that they want to do something, or they'll try and convince you that I really want to do this, but then they won't start it ever. You just have to start these things. That's why I made those posts. I knew that wasn't the Instagram posts that I made. I knew that they weren't going to be the end all be all, and that's what I was going to make. But I just chucked them out to do something, push something out. And now, once I've done that, I can now figure out what I want to do. If I was just spent all my time planning, you're not going to get anywhere. You'll make the best plan ever, but if you make the best plan ever and you write down on a piece of paper and you set the paper on fire, now what's happened to your plan? Yeah, you've got it in your head, you've still done nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you have to just do. You can either say or you can do. A lot of people say they want to make money. A lot of people say that they want to be rich. Oh, you want to be a millionaire? Yeah, okay. How are you going to be a millionaire? Break it down for me, actually explain it to me step by step. I think those are the two things that separate people. I'm going to make sure I stay in the category that I want to stay into, because I don't want to be working the same job for my entire life. I don't want to be listening to a boss for my entire life. I want to go to other countries. I want to travel. I want to meet different people. I'm enamored with the passion of life. I think I'm so passionate to be alive, and there's so many things that I want to do. I want to try and learn and gain as many experiences as possible, and the only real way you can do that, no matter what anybody tells you, is to make money. That's the only reason. I'm not obsessed with money. I'm obsessed with actually making the most of my life, because I've only got this once. I'm 23 once, I'm 24 soon. I'm 24 in a couple of months. After that, year later, I'll be 25. We're halfway onto 30. And you can think it's a bit dark thinking like this, and you're like, you know, time's running out. But if you don't think like that, you're just going to be content and comfortable. And I don't ever want to do that. But now I'm very, very content and I'm not comfortable. Before, I wasn't content and I wasn't comfortable. I understand things a little bit better now. I took that risk. If I never took that risk in the first place, I wouldn't have learned what I did now. So you can go back and you can call it a mistake. Yeah, I put myself into some sort of financial struggles from doing what I did, turning down that job. But now I feel like a millionaire when I'm getting paid a standard wage, because of how much that I had to adapt and overcome in that struggle. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I've got one other passion. There's one other passion project that I've got. I don't really want to talk about it yet. The good reason for it, but we'll eventually revisit that. But in a good spot, feeling good, feeling healthy, I'm just ready to keep it pushing. And I feel like my life's restarted again. But all these restarts and all these day ones that I'm doing, I'm starting to think that maybe that's just growing up. And that's just what it feels like when you understand and apply, well, rather than just understand, look at it, and then carry on with your day as normal. So, don't know if this is going to help anyone. Don't know if this is going to even help myself, and maybe I'll look at this in a year from now and I'll feel exactly the same way as I did to the past video. But I'm very happy and I feel very grateful to be where I am. And the dark days just make the light ones even better. And I can tell you that for a fact, especially with how I feel. And you might be able to even see it in my face. Right, signing off, and I'll see you guys later.